At the moment, I am recovering. I've been diagnosed with lymphoma cancer, and I'm recovering from that at the moment. Hodgkin's lymphoma, it's called, sorry. And so part of this club that's been set up now has been an absolute godsend. But I was a chef for 47 years, so having something to do now is fantastic. So
so talk to me about it. So I don't know too much about the club and the setup.
Well, it was set up by Jeff and Matt originally. We've actually got a sponsor, which is a Signature, and it's for all. Technically, it's all for over 50s, but I think most of them. In fact, I'm probably one of the younger ones. And there's full of characters, absolute different characters from different walks of life, and we all get together, and we've all got the one thing that we all associate is obviously Bromley.
Of course, yeah.
So, and most of us all go away matches as well. So we all look after each other. Half of us have got walking sticks. So we all look after each other. We have a laugh on the coaches, and every week we talk about. We don't talk politics or anything like that. Usually we're moaning about the football, but it's got to the point now where Andy, the manager, he comes down and sees us.
Oh, really?
And we talk to him, and it's plain talking. He actually, I don't know how you explain it, but I'm sure that you've been there where you've had a moan at with your mates. And, well, we do the same. John, who you may speak to later on, John Holmes, in depth. In fact, last week, the manager said in the interview, he said that he was so pleased that we won because we were claiming the victory because of what we told him to do. So we've become part of the club now.
It's brought you all together.
Yeah, and the players talk to us. The players have started to know us, and in actual fact now we probably don't sort of say anything as much because we see them and know them. We know they've got a job to do.
Exactly.
And of course we're going to Wembley in a few weeks' time, and our form's not been so good, so we've all been moaning about that. But it doesn't have any effect on all of us chatting.
I imagine you guys are looking forward to the day out at Wembley.
We're going to go on the coach. We're going on the coach, and we're looking forward to it. And I'm lucky enough. I'm an Arsenal supporter as well, and that's because of my health. I started to come to Bromley about 5 years ago properly, although I was born in Farnborough next door. And the Wembley experience has been I've had a lot, but this is something completely different, and it's all my mates, and we're all going to have a good day, win or lose.
It'll be a great
and we'll have a good day. Hopefully we win, and we'll probably participate in the victory celebrations at some time or another, But it's funny, we don't even drink a lot, we're not even boozers. We're all.
You don't need that.
No, we're all. A cup of coffee would do us fine.
Exactly.
Bit of breakfast. Yeah. We come in last week on Monday, had a bit of breakfast, got on the coach, went to football, and we have a good shout, and it's just great fun. But for mentally, which is where it's really with depression, which I've got no doubt that most of us guys suffer from, where we don't see anybody for a whole, all week. My partner's working. Some of the guys' wives have left, died, and so they don't see anybody. And so this whole thing is an absolute lifesaver. We could not thank Bromley enough for what they've done. So we're part of a community now. We have something to look forward to, and I couldn't thank them enough, really. for what they've done for me.
You together, it's brought you guys apart of the club.
We all have a laugh. We all take the mickey out of each other. In fact, we pick each other up to bring us to football and go to, if it's a London away match, we'll take a couple of people in the car or one of us to drive. So it's just a whole thing, not just the club, but it's the community now, and we're part of that community.
It's not just always about what happens on the pitch.
No,
it's everything
in fact, we all have a moan. We all know better than the manager, obviously. So, but for some unknown reason, I think the thing is that I find is the respect that I give them is so much so that because they respect us and the way they talk to us and the way they don't confide, but they'll say things that they wouldn't necessarily say anywhere else. I mean, even the chairman came and had a chat with us a couple of weeks ago, and he was telling us things, and we were able to ask questions about planning and this, that, and the other, and it's just refreshing. All of us have all been in public life at some sort of, with their jobs and what have you, and a lot of them have, there's quite a few here that have been in academia, and so it just gives everyone a lift. In fact, this morning we were talking about BP shares, and it turns out one of the guys got BP shares because we were moaning about the petrol, so it's fantastic.
Brilliant.
Sorry, I've gone on now, have I?
No, that's good. That is what we're asking, and it's good to speak to you.
It's something we like kids, but you young guys coming in and talking to us because we got stories. I mean, we've all got stories.
I can see, yeah.
It'd be a well, one of them. I'm not going to tell you which one, but he's got stories that you couldn't print, but they're from his background of being in the army and things like that. But he tells us the stories, and he's got the jokes, and he makes us laugh, and and he takes it all in good,
definitely.
So it's fantastic. So it's nice to you to come and talk.
To
us.
It's good. Obviously, me and Scott didn't, know too much about it, so we're sort of through the interviews as well, getting to know you guys as well as the group.
If you want to come, we're at home on Saturday, and then I think we've got one more coach.
I think you do. I was just looking. Well, you've got 2 games and then the final.
That's right. Yeah. So, but I mean, if you want to come on Saturday, and then maybe we all sit up and.
I definitely have to come down, even if it's maybe next season.
Everyone tots round and the walking sticks are flying. But no, it's great fun.
Yeah, great fun. Brilliant. Well, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. It's been fantastic.
Thank you.